Hi, all. Yeah, I'm from Belarus, and I'm a theatrical artist and makeup prosthetic effects designer. And I work with the costume for theaters, and I'm a lecturer at the University of Cultural of Art in Belarus. And I'm the Union of the Artists of Republic of Belarus. Yeah, I'm 27 years old, and today I try to show you some of my work. I say try because nowadays we have some difficult situation in our country with politics, and sometimes they switch off our internet. Yeah, that's some strange political things. Okay, I can't of this problem to show you my presentation, but I have a second plan. This is one of my catalog of my work. At the beginning of I said you, I would like to tell you about my curator project. I was a curator of the Belarusian student section in the PQ 19 last year ago, and it was my first curator project at all. Yeah, and I try to show you in the beginning. The project was named Through the Hands, and it was about the theater and about people, young people who are making the first trying in a theater art, and the people who have a lot of projects in their long life. At all, I'm a set designer, and I think I should show you some of my theater projects. For example, it was the life of the fossils. One of my projects with about the old people and their special interest in life stories. And it is the stories by Stropel, Frederick. This is the costume design for Senstance, the carnival of the animals. And it happened in libretto, if you know. It's only arts, it's only music, but we make a set design. Some costume of Russian play, BMW, about some strange life of the people. The Hotel of the Two Worlds. It is one of my older projects about the people who are dying, who live between the world. This is about the people who live between the worlds too. It is a story about three persons who come on the room, and the time is broken in this situation, and there are just the three on the seesaw on the sea. I don't remember, seesaw swans. Yeah, in a by the Luigi Laundry. That's this is Ablomov's play. He's my costume designer for this traditional Russian play. Oh, this is the fairy tale story and about Little Square. It is about the little kind of our work. Oh, Alice through the looking glass. It is a child fairy tale One of my first work, The Love as a Militarism. At all, nowadays I have something about 20 set designer projects and some kind of projects in a work. For example, one of them, it is spoilers. I'm working now. It is the Nobel Week, the name of this play, the Belarusian artist, and I make a costume and a set designer. And I like to make some prosthetic makeup. For example, I work in a film, Belarusian fantasy film, about the fairy tales Belarusian, in other some strange and horrible story about the hexes and a lot of other strange persons with the fairy tales and some strange word monster who kill the people in the water. And I'm making some FX makeup artist with some masters from St. Petersburg. Because I'm studying to make makeup art in St. Petersburg. This is my work for show you Faust for Goethe. It is a work for this project, which I tried to show you at the beginning, but something was wrong, and you can't see. It should be with a lot of calligram and a lot of fixed makeup and difficult costume calligrams. I'm beginning to show you my project about the Antigone by Jean Anouilh. One of them too. About the Belarusian story, The Rock of Disappear. One of my projects. Anthony and Claire, no. Romeo and Juliet. I'm looking at others. My favorite lecture is the Bulgakov, The White Guard. One more sketches about love as militarism. And something more. Yeah. And I show you something more. For example, I would like to make a painter. And for example, it's one of my last work. It's in Iceland. And I like to work in alla prima technique, in oil art, in canvas. And I would like to go into a lot of plein airs in our country and in the world. But now it's real difficult because we haven't any, we can't to travel at all. But I think in the future it will be better. And I work in a lot of other techniques. And a lot of things are interesting for me. I think it's because I'm young. And I'm trying to work in a theater, to make some projects in the films, to make something in a traditional canvas, and some art projects. I'm working a lot of in street styles, in trying to work in the galleries, and a lot of other things. And I have makeup posters, but I think it's fun. Everybody, people who hate something, of course, need to make some of this. And I have a lot of posters. If you're interested, I think I don't show you it here, but if you're interested, you can look it in my website. Thank you for your visit me and my online workplace. Nice to meet you.
My name is Michael Krasowitz. I'm in New York on Long Island, and I really am enjoying looking at your set design work. And I was wondering, are you influenced by Robert Wilson? And then the second question I have was, how do you begin the process of figuring out how you're going to do the stage set? What do you work from the script, or how do you develop your ideas and visualize what you're going to do with it?
Oh, I think it's work in my head. It's like in my head, and I think the ideas are come to you when you're reading the play. Of course, sometimes something look like as the other set designer was making before you, and you don't know about it. But at all, there are a lot of ideas, and there's known a lot of making in a real life, because I'm only beginner artist, and I work with little finance in small theaters, and it's a little bit difficult to work with if you have a great idea and a small theater with a small stage communication and a small fine with small money. And it is interesting work, because you can to making something new with, or something to try to make something other, because the great play are in a great stage, but if you're trying to make with something not great, with something normal, it's interesting too.
I think they're wonderful.
Thank you.
I know what you mean. Sometimes you have a limited budget and you've got to solve problems, and it's not
yeah, it is my latest work. It is a story about two people. One of them is lucky, and one of them is unlucky, and they are speaking because they are two would like to death, because one of them can't making anything and he don't want to live, and one of them is have a lot of, and here not interesting to live at all. And it is one of the most few finance stage which I make before. But I like this stage real, because I work with a lot of with a good light masters, and with the great actors, and it was real interesting to me, because it's trying to make something without anything.
have you ever seen Robert Wilson's work?
Of course.
Oh, you have? Okay. Yeah.
Great.
Ah.
I think that is nobody who don't see him work. I think everybody in Belarus, in artists, are known about Robert Wilson because it's a great artist and great director. And I think it's an interesting thing and interesting project. And he worked a lot with makeup, with ideas of makeup, with the costumes. Their teams are real great artists. And I think if you work in a theater, you should know about him. It is the same that's known about David Borovsky in Russia. I think something like this. But it's specialty for people